President Cyril Ramaphosa is expected to attend his party's branch general meeting in Soweto today. This as the December Congress, the conference of the ANC, inches closer. It is expected that nominees for the National Executive Committee will also be announced at that branch meeting. Our senior reporter Aviwe Mtila is on that story and joins us now from Soweto. And if I'm not mistaken, Aviwe, this is the same school where the president normally casts his ballot in the area of Soweto, and this is a branch meeting. Many other branch general meetings are also taking place in the build-up, but this one, of course, has that slight significance in that the member, one of their members, is one Cyril Ramaphosa, who is hoping to be retained as the ANC president come December.
Well, as many of those branches, Bratulas, are nominating who they prefer to lead them going to the December elective conference. They were supposed to be wrapping up, in fact, today, but that's been extended till the 22nd of October. The president has arrived indeed here some 20 or so minutes ago. He's actually been briefed by the leadership of the branch this current moment, where then the nomination process will happen in the room behind me. You do understand, of course, it's a Chiaweka branch where President Cyril Ramaphosa cut his teeth right here in Soweto, Ward 11, Zone 4. In fact, I want to catch up with some of its residents just to maybe find out how they feel ahead of the nomination process that's going to be happening, and maybe find out some challenges from here. Siswam, thank you for joining us at eNCA. You are part of this branch. I just want to understand maybe some of the dynamics as the president has been received inside here. How are things in Soweto?
Igama lami nguSandra, ngumhlali wala eWard 11. Iward yethu siyayithanda, iward ye-ANC, iward kaPresident Cyril Ramaphosa. Siyamthanda uPresident, sizomvotela namhlanje, mara mengicela nje ukuthi uPresident asilungisele iward yethu. Iward yethu sinama group I2, mara si ANC A1. By sideline. Thina nje siyiwe ngisho namhlanje nje ukuthi uPresident uyeza mesingazi. Sizwe izolo ebusuku. So ngicela uPresident alungise iBEC lengenile, because le BEC iBEC ye-ANC. Thina amanye ama-volunteer ANC asase ama-member ANC. Ayikho into abasitshela yona la ehodini. Kusho ukuthi angisazi nokuthi ngithini manje. We are tired of this BEC yase-Ward 11. Sicela u-change. Our president ikhuluma nabo ba change lento le abayenzile. Sikhathele, enough is enough.
All right, Bratulas, this lady is saying that as much as they love the president, they're going to vote for the president. The issue is that the ward itself is separated, divided, in fact, into two. So he's encouraging the president just to speak to the current BEC and just to resolve some of the issues that they have here on Ward 11. I just want to then maybe touch with this gentleman. Blomkulu, thank you for joining us at eNCA. I want to get an understanding of how life is in Soweto, maybe some of the challenges that need to be addressed here.
I think the one thing that must be addressed is job, because many of our youth, they don't work, they don't have jobs here, they tend into drugs. That's where we have the problem. And I think the president must visit us, because this is his branch. He must come here, visit us, not because of when it comes elections or what, you see, because it is branch. He must come and see what's happening, because now we've got challenges with electricity. Where I stayed, I've got it's about 4 months now, I don't have electricity. We have been complaining, but nothing is happening. So I want to ask the president to come to his branch and see what's going on, because our branch is decaying, you see.
Okay, and let me touch with you, Siswam. Thank you for also joining us in this conversation. I want to understand, the president has been in power for the last 5 years. What has changed in Soweto in those 5 years, and what do you still want the president to do for the people here?
Nothing has changed for me, because we don't have facilities like most of Soweto. Aguna swimming pool eShawela, aguna maybe la abantwana bangadlala khona isquash or tennis court. So at least manje ezizomvotela for a second term, sicela nje as like avule whatever angithi yena unama connections so makayenze lawo ma connections ukuthi at least kube nama facilities eShawela la aphuma khona ebranchini yakhe thina esama volunteer wakhe esihamba siyenza ama door to door for yena nathi makas acknowledge ukuthi sikhona, because most of the time we volunteering, we don't get anything and we don't want to be paid, but he must acknowledge us, come to us, talk to us. He must like mela ezwe ikhalo zethu ukuthi thina sikhala ngani esisabantu bala eSoweto sonke.
Maybe let me close with you, Siswamne. The last one, just around, you said you're going to vote for the president. You love him. Why are you going to vote for him? What have you seen in the last 5 years that merits your vote for the president?
I will vote for my president. Cyril since angenile kune change. Abantu bathola ama 350, abantu abasebenzi. Nale COVID iphelile, it's because of Cyril. Mega sitshela ukuthi silandelele ama amakitikaze COVID senze the way afuna ngakhona senze ngakhona iCovid iphelile because of uCyril. Even namaphoyisa manje ayasebenza because of uCyril. Yena uyasebenza siyamthanda kakhulu, mara naye makasithande the way simthanda ngakhona, makabuye aze la eWardini azoza ukuthi ikhalo yini la eWardini because abantu bakhuluma naye emaceleni singazi. Makaze la siyamfuna uCyril ezimanje ungathi angahlala nathi simtshele ikhalo zethu ukuthi sikhala ngani la eWardini. Asina holo, asina swimming pool, yazi akuna next la. Ngisho nale msebenzi ezayo ama 3 months contract, 6 months contract, yazi ukuthi yini ayisicela umsebenzi president, sicela umsebenzi and kune home la eShawela, i-orphanage home kuhlala abantwana upresident akayazi mara uzwele ngayo. Since kupresident angenile akakeze azi, sicela manje uCyril azi azobona abantwana, namhlanje size nabo ukuthi upresident azobabona ayisenzele i-change, kube ne-change njengamanye ama-ward, njengama-ward la aya kuwo. Uyasuka upresident wethu ayebona Natali ayakuphi, nathi samfuna la eShawela as our president.
All right, thank you very much. Some of the voices there from Shawela, of course, are the Chiaweke branch where the president cut his teeth, and we're expecting, of course, that nomination process to be underway just after the briefing where the president is currently being briefed at this moment. You do understand that the process is that they have to nominate him and he has to accept then that nomination, and we're also expecting then the top 6 to be nominated. They prefer top 6 here, as well as the other remaining top 80 positions of the NEC that they prefer as Ward 11 going into the December elective conference.
Yeah, so Aviwe, a lot came out of those conversations you've just been having now with those members of the ANC there. Interestingly, the president of the ANC will likely be confronted with the reality of factionalism and divisions at his very own branch, according to that lady that you were speaking to, but also at the same time that whole cry of he must come back into the branch and speak to the people. And of course that interesting comment that says even the COVID situation, the COVID is over because of the president. He ended COVID according to that member. All right, eNCA's Aviwe Mtila.
Those issues there.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was saying you heard some of those issues there. They're the hero of a president
ending
COVID-19, but there are those sad realities, in fact, on the ground. The gentleman mentioning that he's been without electricity for the last 4 months. In fact, one of the burdens that has been cried about by the residents of Soweto that needs urgent intervention, and it's yet to be seen then how this electricity crisis, in fact, will be tackled. I think there's a bit of movement, Pratulas, and the president is about to come out any moment now. We're expecting them to come and the door next door, where then the nomination process are set to happen. He was being briefed by the BEC here. We're going to try to move a bit closer on, Bratulas, to give you a better picture. We're seeing the chairman of the BEC here. I will move a bit closer, see what's happening inside. In fact, we'll get a sneak peek there. Ask my colleague Joel just to maybe come a bit closer, so we can have a bit of a view on what exactly is happening. Okay, it's just a photo opportunity now, Bratulas, but of course we'll expect those nominations to be underway any moment here, where of course we're expecting Cyril Ramaphosa to be nominated once more as the president of the ANC, the preferred candidate for the Chiaweka branch in Shawela going into the December elective conference.
Yeah, imagine though, Aviwe, because we're taking it from what these people have been telling us about their support for the president of the ANC. Imagine if someone in that branch had a different view and decided to nominate someone other than the member in good standing, that is Cyril Ramaphosa. Now that would make for an interesting conversation. Let's leave it there for now as you watch the movement there. We'll come back to you once the process does get underway, and we'll get an update from you and see how it goes. In fact, in as far as the participation and what issues do come up from that branch general meeting of the ANC, where ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa is a member in Chawelo. This is part of the processes building up to the ANC's 55th National Conference that's coming up in about 10 weeks.